Hi everybody, Glenn Hausman here for Here to Stay TV, powered by Bridge Street. We're at the Corporate Housing Providers Association's annual meeting here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I'm with Pam Barnhill of OBASA. And Pam, the industry is changing so much, so many different competitors coming in, and OTA is really starting to be able to capture some of that business. It's leaving operators scared and feeling like they can't compete. I have a feeling you don't think that's true at all.
So, we began in independent hotels, and what we found over the years is that people are talking less and less about hotels and more about places to stay. With alternative lodging growing double digits, it's more and more important to make sure that you get in front of the customer as quick as you can, and most of that starts with Google. Over 90% of all searches start on Google, and they've come up with some pretty incredible ways to make sure that they drive those bookings and that information right into the owners and operators.
So how can you work within that Google sphere and still find success?
So you don't have to rely on other people. You can start to provide your own tools. And so that's where we come in. We help you with a website, a booking engine. We can get you your official meta site listing. All that information flows into your own system, so you don't have to worry about someone else taking your data.
Excellent. So where's all of this headed? You think that online real-time bookability through third parties is going to be pretty standard in this sector of the business?
It's something that has not existed over the years, but frankly, as people are looking for places to stay, it's really important to make sure that you're in front of those eyeballs. And so I think we're going to see a lot of that. Right,
and I feel like a good chunk of the alternative accommodation sector are new people just discovering this universe. So some of the old methodology that worked so well for decades just doesn't work anymore as these newer people come in.
Well, and it's really hard too. You take a look at all the technology which drives more and more perfect information, and it's hard to get those margins. And then you look at the news today where Oakwood and TravelClick are partnering up, and so I think there's a lot of opportunity for these owners to get on board.
So Oakwood, TravelClick, big deal. How do you see it coming to fruition in the real world?
So, it's really no different than we saw in hotels. This just changes more and more. It doesn't matter where you're staying. It's a great place to stay. And a lot of people like having that kitchen, that space, and so it's a real opportunity. Right.
I love the idea of having all of that extra space. We're starting to stay in alternative accommodations more frequently, and it's an industry that I think lots of human beings all over the world are discovering. So if you're not online, you're not being seen, and you might not exist. So it's not an issue of these people coming in to steal your business. It's really, I think, an issue of not being where your customers want to be.
Well, and I think it's a matter of verification too. People will see this incredible place, and then they might look online to make sure that it really is true and it's a business. And they want to make sure that their money's not going to get taken away from them as well. So, and then what's really kind of fun, I think, to think about is our parents' generation, they used to stay in branded hotels. My generation, it was kind of this idea that we'd stay in kind of a cool hotel, and now we're looking more and more at alternative lodging. And I think our kids' generation's not going to talk about alternative lodging or hotels. It's just going to be a place to stay. So
I see it the same way. We both have kids in Generation Z, and if they're, I'm sure they're like our kids. They don't watch regular TV anymore.
No,
they are
really
bringing
Netflix.
They are bringing a new set of rules to everything they do, and it's incumbent upon existing companies to adapt to them, because the kids are not going to adapt to the companies.
No, they're not.
Right? I think that's a great place to leave it. So for Pam Barnhill and myself, Glenn Hausman, thanks for watching Here to Stay TV.
Thank you.